Teoscar Hernandez praying to the great Dodger in the sky to re-sign Kike. Hope that's going to work, man. We need everything we can get him on the team. That story and all this whining going on about how the Dodgers got this guy and the Dodgers got this guy. Do you need some cheese with that wine? I want to talk to all that. Are the Dodgers that good? Teo with the quote of the day. Miguel Rojas giving up his number to Sasaki, and he hoped that helped sign him. Also, Sasaki signing gives us a lot of pictures. What are we going to do with all of them? There's a lot of stories to get to, so we need to get busy right here, right now. Brad J, Dodger Digest, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on those notifications so you do not miss a second of Dodger content right here on Dodgers Digest. All right. Teoscar praying to the great Dodger in the sky. And he's a religious dude, so, man, he's got something going. Maybe he can help us out. Here's the story. Teoscar prays for the Dodgers to make one last addition to their roster, and we all know what that is. We've talked about it. And you know what? The Dodgers have had such a stellar offseason. The signings they've made, the extensions they've made, everything they've done is for the chance of winning another World Series. So you got to give them credit, but you also want them to sign one more guy. Re-sign this guy. Could the Dodgers bring back Kiké Hernández? And I'll tell you what, as such a fan favorite, how do you not bring him back? With all the money you've spent, all the things you've done, you can't move some people around or figure out a way to bring him back. I feel like there's a way to make this happen, and I think the team is also chiming in to the Dodger brass saying, hey, look, we want him on the team. Dodgers face that intriguing decision. If they choose to reunite with Kike with their recent roster additions, the front office would need to evaluate if there's space for Hernandez. Look, there's going to have to be some moving going on, some trading going on, because he's not going to go on the way it is and everyone stays on. I just feel like there's got to be something more to this. Accommodating him might require trading another player currently on the team, and I think that that's probably the thing that's going to happen. All right. So what is Kike's impact on the Dodgers? Well, he's done a lot. He's been versatile impact player. And I'll tell you what, he's not the best regular season, but I'll tell you what, he steps up when it counts. And, man, 828 games, recording 527 hits, 302 runs, 85 home runs. His contributions during the time of the Dodgers stand out. 485 hits, 120 home runs, and 485 runs scored. His ability to provide that depth across multiple positions, which the dude can even pitch. I mean, can't really throw heat very good, but, hey, he's a guy that needs to be on the team. So whatever the Dodgers have to do to get him, he's a fan favorite. The team wants him. Everyone wants him. So now it's going to be up to the Dodgers to make sure they get that signing in. All right, time for the Dodgers Digest quote of the day. And today's quote of the day is going to Teoscar. And what does Teoscar have to say? Well, he was on the podcast with Alana Rizzo, and they caught up with him. And here's what he said. He said, I'm praying to God. He's a godly dude. I like that he's going to the great Dodger in the sky, that we can bring back Kike. I miss Kike, and I want him to be a Dodger. And I don't think you're the only one, Teoscar Hernandez. I'm pretty sure everyone on that team wants that. There's probably not one guy on the team that doesn't want him. Maybe Chris Taylor because his job might not be safe, but there you go. So, and then Miggy Rowe, did you hear the story? So Miggy Rowe's had, number 11 has been his number forever, and he gave up his number, much like Joe Kelly gave up his number for Shohei. But Miggy Rowe gives up his number to Sasaki, and he even said, "I hope that it signed him. I hope that helps. Hope that got him signed. That's the deal right there. So I like to see that. I mean." You're looking at, so now he'll be wearing number 11, and Miggy will be switching back to number 72. So that's what he wore as a shortstop in 2014. So congratulations, big ups to Miggy Rowe stepping up and making that happen in a big way. And I don't know, what are your thoughts on the whole Kike? I mean, look at, everyone sends so many messages saying that the Dodgers need to secure Kike. So you start looking at that. And if I look at the percentages of those numbers of how many people daily will send me a message saying we need to re-sign Kike. Like people that aren't even subscribers to the channel do that. So it shows his importance. And then when you got team members stepping up and saying they want him on the team, I mean, I don't know where you go with that. I mean, I think that no matter what, you've got to sign that guy. You know, I feel like you just got to. With Teoscar getting behind him and the rest of the team getting behind him, you know, I just think you got to do it. And if it's, there's been a lot of the talk about Chris Taylor would be a guy that could be on the chopping block. I mean, he's in his last year of his 4-year contract. I think $60 million on that contract for Chris Taylor. And it's like, he's the one guy that probably stands to lose and not be on the team if Kike gets on the team. Because trading him, though, does not make the most sense because the Dodgers will probably have to trade money along with him to be able to make that make sense. So we'll see because it's just going to keep building and we'll see what goes on. All right. With the Tanner Scott signing, that 4-year contract, contract pays him $72 million. Sasaki, the Dodgers were able to pony up and get $6.5 million signing bonus on his deal. And then you start looking at the Dodgers' 40-man roster and the potential that things are going to get kind of pretty tight right there. You're going to see that things get really tight for the Dodgers, and they're going to have to make some decisions here on the pitching side of things. Because remember, you know, one person we really haven't talked about a lot is Kershaw, right? He has already said a million times he wants to be a Dodger. He wants to retire as a Dodger. That's where he wants to be. So how's that going to happen? I think, you know, the thing is with him, you can put him on the team and put him on the injured list immediately because he's healing up from all the surgeries and stuff he had. But he's another guy that will add to the mix, and things are going to get hectic. But as we know from last year, having extra pitchers is something we're going to need if we want to run it back again and be the 2025 World Series champions, which I know the Dodgers can do. All right. Hey, here's the deal. Also, I just want to remind you guys, listen, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? You're kind of blowing it at this point. I'm looking at the percentages. I think it's like 35% of viewers are subscribed to the channel. And this is where you guys need to step up too. If you want that fresh Dodger content, you know, you're going to get it, but you got to step up. You got to subscribe. And you like something, you like a story, hit the like button. And also, one of the main things, turn on those notifications. That way, any Dodger content that we're putting out, you're going to get that firsthand right here from Dodger Digest. I'm Brad J. I want to thank you all for tuning in to checking out Dodger Digest. Hey, thoughts and prayers. Let's all, just have this Kiké Hernández in our head, and let's move forward with the thoughts and prayers and get him on the team where he belongs, because we want to see Kiké back in a Dodger uniform. And if Kiké is not a Dodger, I will eat raw liver for all you guys. And I freaking hate liver, cooked or not. But for me to eat raw, I'll probably throw chunks. But I will do that. If Kiké is not on the team, I'm eating raw liver right here. That's Dodger Digest. I'm Brad J. Always remember to think Dodger Blue.